Good morning, children. Once again, I welcome you all for this online class. And today we are in Economics Lesson 1, and the title of our lesson is Production. And in our class today, we are going to discuss about the meaning of production, types of production, types of factors of production, and the characteristics of factors of production. So these are the topics we are going to discuss in our class today. And before we move on, we must know what is economics. So economics is the study of money, wealth, possession, the resources that we have. So these are the terms that are related to economics. Okay. So our first topic is production. So what is production? Production is the process of changing the raw materials into finished product. Okay, so it is a process. Process means what? A series of work. It involves in a series of work. For example, if you take a wood and if you want to convert the wood into a table, you follow series of steps. So those series of steps are called process. Okay. So raw materials. What are raw materials? The basic materials that we use to make something. Wood is a raw material. Okay. Then cotton is a raw material. Coal is a raw material. So we use these raw materials to make something which is useful for us, something that is benefited for us. That is called finished product. Okay, so the raw wood, we cannot use it for many purposes. But if you make it into a table, the table will be benefited for many purposes. Isn't it? So likewise, when you convert the raw material into finished product so that it can be used for different purposes. So that process is called production. Okay, look at the picture. So the oranges, they are the raw materials. Okay, so the oranges were processed into orange juice and they were collected in a bottle. So the bottle of orange juice is called finished product. Raw material is here, the oranges are the raw materials. So the process, they juice them. Okay, they squeeze the oranges and they fill them in the bottle, which is called the process. Okay, so production in economics refers to the creation of those goods and services which have exchange value. It means the creation of utilities. Okay, so the final product should have exchange value. Okay, it should have some value. Okay, some benefits, some uses. Okay, that is creation of utilities. Okay, utilities means the quality of making something as useful one. Okay, the quality of making something into more benefitable one. Okay. Okay, so first we'll study about types of utility. Okay, utility means what? It is the quality of making something more better. Okay, better, so that it can be used well. Okay, so there are three types of utilities. Farm utility. Okay, example cotton. Okay, so what is meant by farm? Its original appearance is called farm. Okay, for example cotton. Okay, so when you sell cotton, okay, the value of cotton is very less. But if you convert that cotton into clothes, okay, then the clothes will be very expensive. They are costly. See, you change the form, that's all. You change the cotton into cloth. So now the cloth became valuable. So this is called changing the form utility. So you use the form into another form so that it becomes highly valuable. The second type is place utility. So here also another example is given, rice. Okay, rice is transported from Tamil Nadu to Kerala. So, you all know Tamil Nadu produces uh, more rice, isn't it? But Kerala, they have shortage of rice. So, rice has more money value in Kerala comparing with Tamil Nadu. So, what happened if you change the place of that particular utility? If you transport rice from Tamil Nadu to Kerala, its utility value becomes very high. First one we saw, when you change the form, the utility becomes high. Second one, when you change the place of the product, its utility become more. Third one is time utility. Okay, time utility means the products which you store. Okay, so the agricultural products like paddy, wheat, okay, they can be stored for longer period of time. So whenever there is shortage of these wheat and paddy, you can you you can take them from the stored areas and you can distribute them. So they are called time utility. Okay, so we have three examples of utilities. See here, farm utility. So when you take the cloth, it is less valuable. But when you make the cloth into a shirt, it's when you change the form of the cloth into shirt, its utility become more. Okay, coal. When you convert the place of coal from where it is collected, and if you send it to the factory, if you change the original place of coal to the factory, its utility becomes high. Okay, time utility. Look at the stored products. So during the uh, time of shortage, when you spend these stored goods, its utility becomes very high. Okay, okay, now let's move on to the next topic, types of production. Okay, so there are three important types of production. They are primary production, secondary production, and tertiary or service production. So what is primary production? They are called extracting industries. Okay, something which you extract from the nature, they are called primary production. Okay, you extract means you collect. Okay, you acquire. Okay, you take something from nature, they are called primary production. Examples are agriculture, forestry, and mining. So all these three examples, they are collected from nature. Okay, they are collected from nature. So these production are called primary production. Secondary means it is a process. In primary production, there is no process. Just you collect something which is available in the nature. Nature produces some products, just you have to collect them. They are called primary production. But in secondary production, you convert a raw material into finished product. Okay, so here example is given, engineering, building, cotton industry. Okay, so in engineering and building, you take raw materials like bricks, okay, stones, then mortar, and you have to process them into a building. Okay, cotton industry, you have to collect the cotton, then you have to process the cotton into bed or pillows or something, some clothes. Okay, so these types of production, okay, changing the raw material into finished product, they are called secondary production. Tertiary production means it is related to service. Okay, it is service. So here you are not uh, you are not collecting something. Okay, you are not extracting some products, or you are not converting products, only you are doing service. Okay, you are not doing anything, you are not processing, you are not producing anything, just you are servicing. Okay, they are called tertiary production. For example, defense. Okay, defense, army and all. They are not making anything. Just they are doing service. Banking, bank also, they never do any product. They are not doing any process. Just they are supporting with money. Okay, they are lending money. Education also, there is no production in education. They are also a type of service. Okay, teaching comes under service. So teachers, they are not doing any production. They are not doing any process. They are called service. So tertiary production, they are related to the services. So these are the three important types of production. Okay, factors of production. So factors means necessity. Okay, necessity of production. Okay, fact means what? The need. Okay, need of production. When there is production, a process of transformation takes place. Transformation means converting something into another. They are called transformation. Okay, for example, converting the sugar cane into sugar. So this process is called transformation. Okay, so inputs are converted into output. So basically input have less value. So when you put the input into the process, the output will become high value. Okay, so they are called factors of production. So there are two important factors. One is primary factor, another one is derived factors. Okay, so there are several varieties of primary factors and derived factors, and one important uh, kind of primary factors are land. Okay, so land as a factor of production refers to all those natural resources or gifts of nature which are provided free to man. So land is the most basic primary factor, that is gift from nature, which gives human beings a great value. Okay, so the primary resources are involved in production. It refers to anything that comes from the earth. So anything that is taken from earth, it refers to the land factors. Okay, so the land is the most beneficial and most useful uh, factor, which is the which is an example of primary source, and the land can yield more benefit to human being compared with other materials in the world. Okay, now characteristics of land. What is mean by characteristics? It means nature. Okay, nature of land. So what are the uh, nature of land? Okay, so land is a free gift of nature. So first characteristics of land is it is given by nature as free. Okay, land is fixed in supply. Okay, so uh, there is no shortage or there is no excessive of land. It is fixed only. Okay, you cannot increase the land or you cannot decrease the land. They are fixed. Okay, land is imperishable. Imperishable means undestructible. Okay, they cannot be destroyed. They cannot be non-existence of land. They cannot go out of existence. Land is a primary factor of production. So primary means what? It is the basic. Okay, so land is the basic reason for production. Land is immovable. So we cannot move the land from one place to another place. Land has some original indestructible powers. Okay, so the land has some powers which cannot be destroyed by any forces. Okay, any external force cannot destroy the whole of land system. Land differs in fertility. Okay, fertility means the uh, value of land. Okay, some land they may be very fertile. So the land which are near the river, they will be very fertile. Okay, but the land wilderness, desert areas, they may have less fertility. Okay, so land have different fertilities. Some places the fertility of land will be more, and some places the fertility of land will be less. Even the value of land will be more at some places, less at some other places. Okay, labor. So what is mean by labor? It is work done by human beings. Human works are called labor. So labor is the human input into the production process. So when human beings work and they follow a process of production, they are called labor. Okay, and Alfred Marshall defines labor as the use of body or mind partly or wholly with a view to secure an income apart from the pleasure derived from the work. So what Alfred Marshall says, it is use of body. Okay, look at the picture, physical work. So the people working in agricultural field, it is the use of body. They use their whole of body uh, to uh, to make production. Okay, our mind, body, our mind work. Look at the third picture, people working in the computer. So they use not the whole body, they use their mind. Okay, so partly using your mind or body, partly or wholly. In mind work and all, you use your body very less, partly only we use our body, but we use our mind wholly. Okay, but machinery work, you use your body less, but mind more. Physical work and all, you use your body more, but mind less. Okay. Okay, division of labor. So what is division of labor? See, one work is divided and divided into several steps and given to different people. That is called division of labor. See, there is an example given. See, tailor and garment. Okay, so if you want a shirt, if you want to stitch a shirt, okay, you go to the tailor, you give the size for the shirt, and the tailor will stitch the cloth completely. Okay, the hand, collar, isn't it, buttons, everything will be done by one tailor. But division of labor, it is opposite to the tailor work which we um, discussed now. Okay, look at the garment, ready-made garment um companies and all. What they do, one tailor will not completely make a whole shirt. Okay, so one person, they will cut the cloth into specific size. Okay, and other person, they will stitch only the hand. Another person, they will stitch only the collar, and another person, they will take care of the buttons, and another person, they will combine all the collars, hands, body, and finally they make the complete cloth. Okay, so this is called division of labor. Okay, dividing the work and giving to other people. Okay, so merits and demerits of labor is given. Okay, division of labors. What are the benefits and non benefits of dividing the labor? Okay, first one, what are merits? Merits means what? Use. Okay, it improves efficiency of labor when labor repeat labor repeats doing the same task. Okay, so efficiency of labor will be more. See, for a tailor to stitch the whole shirt, the efficiency will be very less. But in the group work, in the group work, efficiency will be more. Okay, so um, so here production will be very high in division of labor, but individual labor production will be very less. So demerits, what are the demerits? Negative things in the division of labor. Repetition of the same task makes the labor to feel that work is monotonous and stale. So, but there is also drawbacks in the division of labor. See, same one person, no, they when they keep on stitching only the collar or only the hand part or only the button, the work becomes monotonous. Monotonous means what? Only one work, single work. Okay, no variety. Okay, same work repeatedly. When the same work is done, it becomes monotonous and stale. Stale means what? Boring. Okay, not interesting. Okay, it becomes little bit harder. Okay, what are the benefits? Time and materials are put to the best and most efficient use. So in division of labor, time will be saved. Okay, if 10 people join together to make a shirt, the time will very in very few minutes they will make many number of shirts. Okay, and also um, they can make efficient. Okay, very uh, fruitful work. Okay, they can make complete work. Demerits reduce the growth of handicrafts, and the worker loses the satisfaction of having made a commodity in full. Okay, demerits are handicrafts, and handicrafts will be reduced in growth. See, tailor shops and all, see, everywhere you could see many tailor shops. Okay, but if there is ready-made garment companies, the people who are doing the tailor shop, they get very less orders. Okay, so handicraft work slowly get reduced. And also um, the producer, the person who do the work, they do not do the whole work. The tailor stitches the whole shirt, and finally when he completes the work, he will be satisfied. I started a work and I completed it. But in division of labor, there is no completeness in work. They will do only a part of the work. So these are the merits and demerits of division of labor. Okay, capital. So what is capital? Capital means investing something. Okay, investing something, they are called capital. So what is the definition? Capital is the man-made physical goods used to produce other goods and services. In ordinary language, capital means money. Okay, capital means money. Okay, so according to Marshall, capital consists of those kinds of wealth other than free gifts of nature which yield income. So capital means it is a kind of wealth invested, and it is not a free gift of nature. Okay, so any free gift of nature cannot be an investment. Okay, it is a capital that consists of wealth. Okay, something which has money value. Forms of capital. Okay, forms means what are the different forms. Okay, their their behaviors. Okay, so there are three forms. One is physical capital or material resources, another one is money capital or monetary sources, another one is human capital or human resources. So what is meant by physical capital or material resources? See, anything that is invested in building. Okay, in building or in some companies. Okay, so invested in machineries. Okay, they are called physical or material resources. So anything invested in any type of building or any machinery or any tools, so buying tools, they are called uh, physical capital or material capital. Money capital or monetary capital means investment. Okay, like stock market. Okay, investing money in bank, they are called money capital or monetary resources. Third one, human capital or human resources. Human resources, investing in uh, education. Okay, investing in education or in any service, any service system investing, they are called human capital or human resources. So they are not money but human work. Okay, related to human service. So what are the characteristics of capitals? Okay, nature of capital. Capital is a passive factor of production. So what is meant by passive? Passive means indirect income. Okay, for example, labor is a direct active factor. They directly produce income. If I make a man to work from morning to evening, so in the evening he'll collect the labor, he'll collect the wage, isn't it? So it is called direct factor. But capital, it is not direct, it is indirectly they yield. Okay, capital is man-made factor. Okay, so man is responsible for the capital. Only man can able to make the capital. Capital cannot grow or capital cannot be uh, individually made. It need a man. Capital is not an indispensable factor of production. So you cannot separate capital from production. So without capital, there will not be any production. Capital has the highest mobility. So capital can be easily moved from one place to another place. Capital is productive. So capital gives production. Capital lasts over time. So over a period of time, capital cannot be destroyed. It will always it lasts. Okay, that is, it will be it exists for a large period of time. Capital involves present sacrifice to get future benefits. So when you make any capital, so you directly immediately you cannot yield its benefit. You have to wait for some period, then only capital will produce benefits. Okay, so the next topic is entrepreneur. So entrepreneur is nothing but a businessman. Okay, a person who involves in business, they are called entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who combines the different factors of production, land or labor and capital in the right proportion. So entrepreneur, they combines different factors of production such as land, labor and capital in right proportion and initiates the process of production and also bears the risks involved in it. So always the businessman, he uses the resources in a proper way so that the yield will be, the production will be, the end result will be in high. Okay, and also they involve in risk. Okay, sometimes the business may go in loss also, so they have to take risk also. What are the characteristics of entrepreneur? So characteristics means nature. Okay, nature of entrepreneur. Identifying profitable investable opportunities. So the important nature of entrepreneur is they have to identify which opportunity gives more profit. Deciding the location of the production unit, they have to decide the exact correct location of the production unit, otherwise they may lose some money in transportation. Making innovations means new ideas. Okay, they have to keep on making new ideas. Deciding the reward payment, and they have to decide about the rewarding when more production is yielded by the laborers. Taking risk and facing uncertainties. So the characteristics of entrepreneur, always they have to take some risk and also they have to face uncertainties. That is something, suddenly some changes may happen, they have to face the changes that happens immediately. So okay children, that's it. So with this our lesson ends. We'll meet in the next class. See you all.